morning, and welcome to our newest edition of United We Learn. Thanks for joining us. I'm Katrina Hayes, Director of Community Impact, and I will be starting us off this week. This morning, we focus on one of the longest collaborations we as United Way have been a part of, the Continuum of Learning. During our program, please ask questions using the chat option. We will wrap up in 15 minutes, and United Way staff and guests will stay on to address any questions. If you are watching the recorded version and have a question, please send them to feedback@uwcil.org. Joining me today to discuss this work is John Kelker, President and CPO of United Way of Central Illinois, John Stremsterfer, President and CEO of the Community Foundation for the Land of Lincoln, and Hillary Raines, Program Director for Social Innovation with Innovate Springfield. To get us started, I will turn things over to John.
Thank you, Katrina, and good morning, everyone. Access to quality education leads to better jobs and higher income, and it's also linked to health, life expectancy, incarceration, and more. So when we talk about the fight for basic needs, education, financial stability, and health, we know the importance of focusing on our children's education is imperative to help strengthening our community. A neat tool I have often shared from time to time is the Common Good Forecaster, a tool developed by United Way Worldwide and Measure of America that allows you to drill down to the county level of each state and discover what could happen if educational outcomes improved in your community. When I think about my time here at United Way, I think about education. I believe our work and ability to support programs making critical change in the community significantly shifted when we, along with the Community Foundation for the Land of Lincoln and the Greater Springfield Chamber of Commerce, co-created the Continuum of Learning. Setting out in 2007, there were four major phases the Continuum of Learning sought to address. First, stage one, birth to pre-K, with the aspiration to have every child in Sangamon County ready for kindergarten. Stage two, grades K through 5, with the aspiration to have every student performing academically at or above grade level. Stage 3, grades 6 through 12, with the aspiration to have every student graduate with a plan for his or her future. And stage 4, focused on post-secondary or life after high school, with the aspiration to increase post-secondary educational attainment and have Sangamon County residents achieve their highest employment potential. By coming together, our goals and aspirations in education across organizations, we were able to see some great successes. For example, the Children's Mosaic Project, a program of Memorial Behavioral Health. The Children's Mosaic Project integrates resources throughout the community to form a larger, more complete network of care to provide behavioral health services to children in our community. The Children's Mosaic Project is an innovative program created to transform the way mental health services are provided to children in Springfield. Mosaic brings together each valuable piece in the community that contributes to the well-being of children: healthcare services, schools, and neighborhood outreach programs. In collaboration with the Continuum of Learning, our community was successful in receiving a critical investment from the Children's Healthcare Foundation to establish this program. And in an effort to create a shared language around kindergarten readiness, Ready to Learn was created. Ready to Learn is an initiative to establish a universal screening tool to be used by all child care providers in Sangamon County. Through this data, we can help establish learning goals for our early learning centers and establish and improve communication with our area schools. These are only two quick wins for this initiative, and the results are critical. We have been fortunate at United Way to lean on the wisdom of the Continuum of Learning prior to establishing our education vision process, and we still ensure the Continuum of Learning is informing our work when we look to invest in our funding partners. When organizations all plug into a shared goal, we are able to accomplish so much more if we were all working in the same direction. And with that, to share more about it, I will turn it over to my colleague and friend, John Stremsterfer, President of the Community Foundation for the Land of Lincoln.
Thanks, John. Hi, everyone. As John said, I'm John Stremsterfer, and I'm happy to be part of this conversation today with my good friends and colleagues at the United Way. The Continuum of Learning focuses on educational attainment across the lifespan, from cradle to career, as we say, and is crucial to keeping Sangamon County a growing, thriving community. The goal of this partnership is to do our best to help every single resident of Sangamon County to be ready to learn, ready to work, and thus ready to succeed. As the continuum of learning evolved over the years and the understanding that evidence-based practices are increasingly important, the founding COL partners, the Community Foundation, United Way, and the Chamber, reached out to the University of Illinois at Springfield to bring more research and evaluation expertise to the table. In 2015, the Continuum of Learning released the Sangamon Success Report, which provides recommendations for improving outcomes via evidence-based programs for less advantaged children in Sangamon County. This report helped focus our work to support people in our community who need it the most. The report identified 25 recommendations spanning the ages, highlighting existing programs doing incredible work, and set a path for how we might collectively do better. The Community Foundation has seen great success by being part of the COL and has utilized the Sangamon Success Report to make grants for Sangamon Success-related initiatives. One such grant has been to establish the Nurse Family Partnership Program at SIU School of Medicine, which promises to evolve and grow in new ways in the coming years. The Continuum of Learning is a unique collaboration and over the years has striven to remain nimble and effective for the community. In 2014, the Community Foundation founded Innovate Springfield, a business and social innovation incubator. Shortly thereafter, Innovate Springfield became the lead administrator for the COL. Helping the community implement the Sangamon Success recommendations has been its lead priority under its social innovation arm. Now, as part of UIS, Innovate Springfield continues to tap the intellectual capital of faculty and researchers to help improve outcomes. Before I turn it over to Hillary Raines, Program Director of Social Innovation at Innovate Springfield, to share what's next for the Continuum, I would be remiss if I did not mention the Next 10 project. The Next 10 is a collaborative community engagement effort for the greater Springfield area to help define how we take bold steps together for the region's future. Sponsored by the Community Foundation, the Next 10 has been gathering ideas, big and small, from local citizens over the course of the past few months through a variety of virtual engagement tools and conversations. Our goal is to inspire, challenge, and add context to the desires of the greater Springfield community as we lay the groundwork for the future together. I invite you to go to tn10.org to learn more. We anticipate many of the ideas coming out of the Next 10 project to align nicely with the work of the Continuum of Learning, so stay tuned. We know as we take on big ideas in education, the Continuum of Learning and its partners will play a critical role in this work, and we invite all of you to take part as well. Hillary, now over to you.
Thanks, John. Hello, everyone. I'm excited to give you an update on the Sangamon Success Report and what lies ahead for this work. The Sangamon Success Report was published by the Continuum of Learning in 2015, giving us 25 recommendations for improving outcomes for less advantaged children in Sangamon County. The report encourages the community to rally around these recommendations when implementing new programs and policies. It has really helped our community connect with other national and statewide initiatives. For example, we became a 60 by 25 community and also submitted a letter of intent that was accepted by the Campaign for Grade Level Reading. The Illinois 60 by 2025 network is a growing collaborative in Illinois that's committed to the goal of ensuring that 60% of all adults have a college or career credential by 2025. This network is designed to meet the needs of communities that are working together to provide rigorous, real-world training in and out of the classroom. Through this initiative, we also received a generous grant to support health careers and computer science pathways programming together with District 186. The Campaign for Grade Level Reading is a collaborative effort by foundations, nonprofit partners, business leaders, government agencies, states, and communities across the nation to ensure that more children in low-income families succeed in school and graduate prepared for college, careers, and active citizenship. The campaign focuses on an important predictor of school success and high school graduation, grade level reading by the end of 3rd grade. This year, we will be focusing on finalizing our Community Solutions Action Plan and will join the ranks of over 350 campaign communities nationwide. The original Sangamon Success Report was published in 2015, which begs the question, what have we done as a community to move closer to these recommendations over almost 6 years? We are hard at work on a Sangamon Success Progress Report, which will highlight the partners and programs that have improved outcomes for children across our county. The Continuum of Learning Leadership Council and Community Partners Network will be putting the final touches on the Sangamon Success Progress Report in the coming months. The Continuum's work couldn't happen without the efforts of dozens of partners and volunteers throughout our community. If you are interested in learning more about the Continuum of Learning and how you can help, please reach out at hillary@innovatespringfield.org or visit our website at continuumoflearning.org. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to connecting with you.
Thank you, Hillary, John, and John for sharing about the Continuum of Learning today. And thank you to everyone who joined us this morning. We also invite you to join us in 2 weeks for our next United We Learn, which will highlight the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library and also talk about some exciting news that will only have just been made public. This concludes today's program, and we will keep the session open for a few minutes to address any questions that may have been posted in chat. Any questions we do not get to in the next few minutes will be addressed and saved on our website. Thank you. Have a great Friday and a wonderful weekend. And it looks like we do, oh, that was John.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
There's a question in chat. John, I think this is to you. What are some of the next 10 ideas that align with the Continuum of Learning? You briefly mentioned that in the presentation.
Yeah, good question. There's, I think, quite a few, especially in the arena of early childhood education. We had some cool ideas for how to help newborns and children pre-K, but also some of the things I recall from kind of that on the further end of the continuum, older children, especially I'd say high school age students. There's a lot of ideas around summer job programs and mentoring, which I think there's really strong evidence to show how effective programs like that could be. So I think there's some really cool ideas that could plug right into the continuum from the next 10. So I know I'm probably going to bring those to some leadership council meetings and other forums for the continuum here in the coming weeks, because to me, it was very heartening to see those ideas generated from the general public that really do align with this work directly. There's probably a lot too I'm forgetting.
That's why everyone needs to go to the ideas wall and check them out.
Yeah. Yes, please do.